Hey guys, welcome to my summer flow. So as you can see, I do not have a yoga mat today for this practice. And that's because I kind of wanted to emphasize the fact that yoga really can be practiced anywhere, anytime. And I'm actually currently camping right now in beautiful British Columbia. I won't tell you exactly where because it is a very nice, quite remote little spot, so shh on that. But just to really know, again, yoga really can be practiced anywhere. So grab a towel, grab some water, grab a space, absolutely anywhere that you feel that you can get a little bit of maybe peace and quiet and some silence. But again, anywhere. So as we find our tall seats together, wherever you have decided to come to practice, we will close our eyes. We'll find a nice tall seat with palms perhaps resting on our knees this time around for some grounding. And if you're joining me in nature, perhaps you're feeling the earth beneath your sit bones. And if you're not in nature, recognizing that the floor is holding you up. That the floor, the earth, truly has your back. So let's settle in with our breath, recognizing those sweet inhales, those even sweeter exhales. Inhaling deeply to the belly, perhaps. Exhaling out, dropping the shoulders down. Every time you breathe, maybe settling a little bit deeper into the floor, into the earth, connecting breath by breath. Couple more sweet breaths with me. And on the next inhale, rise the crown of your head just a little bit taller. And on your exhale, drop the shoulders and the sit bones down a little bit deeper. Recognizing the growth not only in your spine, but in your being, to connect to something that's higher, above the head, out there into the ether. And as we also connect to something down deep into the ground in order to ground us. Let's take one more inhale together. Breathing in through the nose, perhaps out through the mouth, and blink your beautiful eyes open. Now I might be doing this a lot because it is quite hot out as my glasses fall down due to the sweat on the bridge of my nose. Okay, so from here, let's extend both legs out, actually. Give them a little bit of a shake, maybe the knees a little wiggle. Been sitting there for a few minutes or moments. Maybe the feet a little sway or swap side to side. Okay, so in this position here, this straddle pose, just noticing that your knees can stay nice and soft here, so without locking those joints. Flex the feet up towards your eyes, your open bright eyes. Inhale, draw the arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, palms simply to the heart center. Let's do that one more time, drawing a circle. Inhale, rise arms up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Great. Next time, draw the arms up. And on the exhale, shifting and hinging forward, hands come down towards the earth. Maybe it's to grass, maybe it's to your floor in your homes. Maybe the elbows are on the earth, maybe they're not, right? Just coming to your practice. Toes still pointing up towards the sky. And we're gonna round our spine here, okay? So tucking the chin in towards your chest. It's an especially good one if you're working from home a lot lately, right? So we're getting a really good stretch into the hip flexors, into the insides of the legs, but all the way also up to the lower back. So the back that you might be hunched over a computer, just finding that nice elongation, allowing gravity to do the work of pulling the head down towards the earth, getting a nice neck stretch too. One more big inhale here. As you exhale, walking the hands back in towards you like a rag doll, slowly rise all the way up. Head is the last to come up. Rock the shoulders back a few times. And then let's actually come all the way over onto hands and knees, guys, okay? Sorry, that might have been a red ant. So, right? Real life here, people. So coming onto hands and knees, with our wrists underneath shoulders, knees under hips, tucking the toes right under for a few cat-cows. So inhale, draw your heart up and out through your shoulders. On your exhale, tuck your tailbone, rounding spine, eventually tucking the chin to your chest. And like I usually say, continuing this movement to the rhythm of your own beautiful breath, right? So exhale to draw in, round the spine. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Even the eyeballs might go up. Coming to a beautiful neutral spine here now. Okay, we'll set right up for downward facing dog. So hands come a little bit forward in front of the shoulders. Knees can stay where they are. Really fan out the fingers, tuck the toes under if they weren't tucked already, lift up the knees, inhale, and exhale, shift all the way to the back of your towel, your mat, the floor. Maybe walk it out here a little bit because we haven't done too many stretches to the backs of the legs, so bending one knee then the other. And then find stillness here for me. Feel your breath flowing. Not to forget about our gorgeous breath. Look to the front of your towel, your mat, your blanket. And then as you step forward, maybe a couple tiptoes forward, just many steps as you need to get to your forward fold. Okay, drawing your heart back down towards the earth, letting the arms dangle here for a moment or two. And then with feet parallel, inhale for a halfway lift. So the belly button glues itself towards the spine. Inhale, lifting halfway. Exhale, hinging to fall forward. Once again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward. This time we'll rise up together. So bend the knees as much as you need to. Let's ragdoll to stand. So nice and easy, nice and slow. Maybe the hands slide up the fronts of the thighs. Once we're nice and tall, the shoulders can peel back a few times. Okay. From here, let's do a nice slow flow, okay? So inhale, rise arms up, reach up. Exhale, hinging forward, forward folds. Nice and easy, like I said, halfway lift like we just did. Inhale. Exhale, come back down. Let's step our right foot back to a low or high lunge. You choose. So maybe the back knee comes down, maybe it stays up nice and tall. Front knee stays over ankle, whichever one you choose there. Rise the arms up. Exhale, plug back down into the hips, right? As the hips really get themselves sent down towards the ground, the arms go in the opposite direction. So it's called tensegrity, that pulling in opposite directions of the body, right? Exhale, hands come down towards the mat. Step yourself back to downward facing dog. Pause here. Look towards your hands, shift forward to high plank pose. You can pause here, you can lower the knees again, always choices in your practice, okay? So whichever, knees down or up, wrists stay underneath shoulders, okay? Now you can lower your knees down definitely if you'd like to for our first lowering of our hearts completely to the ground. Untuck your toes, hands stay under shoulders. What I love to see is those elbows tucked right into your rib cage for your cobra, okay? Inhale, rise your heart up. Exhale, lower your hearts. Tuck your toesies back under, rise up through possibly hands and knees, and shifting back to downward dog. Maybe a nice fiery breath out here. Rise your right leg up towards the sky or ceiling. Look forward between your hands. As you shift forward like you did with your plank, round your spine, take your knee into your chest and then step through, right? Usually when we do that, we can probably make a little bit more space beneath the belly to bring the foot forward. Low or high lunge here, so lower knee can come down or raised. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, plug shoulders into their sockets, right? Yeah, pad of the back foot is rooting down. One more big breath in here. Exhale, hands down towards the ground. Step all the way forward. Forward fold once more. Pause. Dangle it out. Maybe sway it out. Inhale, halfway lifting. Belly button glued to that spine. Exhale, fall forward. Let's reverse swan dive this time to stand. So inhale, rise arms to the side, reach up. Breathe in that fresh air. Exhale, palms to your heart center. Right? That was easy, right? Let's keep flowing. So again, your beautiful time here as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back down. Take a step back this time with your left foot back to that lunge, okay? So the left foot's leading. Rise arms up, inhale. Exhale here. Okay, palms come down towards the earth. Step back to your downward dog. Shifting back, pausing here, take a breath or two. And then come forward towards your high plank pose. Push-up position, can be in that plank, or you can lower your knees down, right? Again, with those choices, pause. Now exhale, lower the knees, come all the way down to the earth, untuck your toes, sucker those elbows into your rib cage, hands under shoulders, inhale, rise cobra. Exhale, heart comes down, tuck your toes back under, and lift maybe up through plank, this time shifting back downward dog. Okay, it's okay if your heels don't touch the back of the mat or the towel here. Maybe your knees are still generously bent, that's all right. Leading with the left leg, rise the left leg up this time. Look towards your hands. Once again, shifting forward like a three-legged plank pose. Knee comes to your chest, step the foot forward. Right, low or high lunge. Sweep arms up, inhale. Exhale here, plug down. Shoulders into the sockets. Hopefully also that momentum will also plug the feet down, right? One more big breath in here, lift the arms. Exhale, hands down to the earth. And step forward. Great, you guys. Doing so well. Find a little sway here. Maybe a little head rock or shake side to side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Rooting to rise. What does that mean? Root the feet, yet rise the arms to reach up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Okay, so one more little slow flow here. This time, really leading with the heart. Let's be open with our hearts. It's, you know, the world really needs that right now, I do truly think. So we will do a bit of a heart salutation, okay? So just following my lead, take the hands back behind you, clasp your fingers together. Inhale, heart is open, okay? The fist or the hands that are clasped together are leading down to the earth. Heart stays open, breathe in. On your exhale, hinge forward, bend the knees generously if you need to. Keep the fingertips clasped. Let the head dangle. The arms just come away from your spine as far as you feel comfortable. With fingertips clasped, inhale, halfway lift. Right, flat back. Looking down to the floor, long neck. Exhale, come back down. Release your hands, maybe down the backs, the legs. Okay, take a step back with the right foot, this time to a low lunge. Okay, let's take it low. All right, hands sweep up on the inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground into one of my favorite Sanskrit words, Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Okay, so extend the front leg as we shift back, keeping the back knee under your hip, square hips. Half splits, just half, okay? Front knee can be a little bit bent, that's okay. Inhale, spider the fingertips on the floor. Inhale, rise the chest up. Exhale, come down with a straight or flat back. Okay, so you might not touch your nose towards your shin or your knee, that's okay. We're just finding that nice stretch along the hamstring of the left leg. Inhale, rise the heart up. Exhale, pause here. Okay, and then slide the left foot back to all fours. It might take you a sec to get there. As we come into our heart melting pose, hence the heart opening salutation. So heart melting pose, knees under hips, arms come all the way out like a child's pose with the hips staying over the knees, forehead to the mat. Really expand those arms so the elbows are lifted. Maybe even spider the fingertips, come onto fingertips and walk the hands out even further, but the hips stay over the knees. Big stretch to the sides of the body into the armpits. Exhale here. Lift your heart up and slither onto your bellies, okay? So from your bellies, untuck your toes. Strange cobra, it is a thing. Take your fingertips out to the sides underneath your elbows. Okay, continuing with this heart opener salutation. Inhale, rise your heart up, staying 90 degrees in the elbows. Exhale, lower your hearts. Inhale, rise the heart up. But this time, exhale, drop your right shoulder down, look to the left. Lovely. Inhale, rise your heart up again. Going to the other side, drop the left shoulder, look to the right. Inhale, rise your heart up. Exhale, through center, come down. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, rise up through hands and knees. Exhale, back to downward dog. And there goes the glasses. Okay, rise the right leg up, sky high. Like we did before, shifting forward to three-legged plank, round the spine, make room for your knee, step forward, right foot forward, lower the back knee down, low lunge, sweep arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. Ardha Hanumanasana, our half splits. So extend the front leg, shift the hips back over top of the knee. Right foot is flexed, right? Spider fingertips if you'd like, right? Coming down just even a couple more millimeters as you inhale, rise the heart. Exhale, coming down, leading with your heart, your chest. Long spine here. Let's try one more inhale with the heart up. Exhale, come down again. Okay, good. Inhale, rise up the heart. Exhale, pause here. Slide your right leg back. Come right back up to downward dog, so shifting back. Maybe give a little head shake if you need to. Look to the front of the mat. Bend your knees generously, maybe coming back to like a little froggy jump, like you want to jump forward. Your heels in towards one another, knees out at the sides. You can either leap forward if that's in your practice, or step forward, a couple of steps. Dangling out here. Inhale now, halfway lifting. Exhale, fall forward. Root to rise. Inhale, rise, arms up, reach up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Let's do that whole thing leading with the left leg, okay? Hands come back behind you, clasp your fingers. This time the opposite thumbs on top. That stance of the hands, it feels very awkward usually. Okay, we're switching it up. Shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, hinging forward, bend the knees if you'd like. Inhale, halfway lifting, rise the head. Keep fingertips clasped. Exhale, lower your hearts. And then lower the hands down as well. Take a step back with the left foot. Okay, so with the left foot, stepping back, we're in our low lunge. Sweep arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to your heart. Hands down towards the earth, tickle the ground, perhaps. And then extend the front leg. So right leg extended, half splits, right? Back knee right under that hip. Inhale, rise the heart. Exhale, coming over top of that right leg. Nice long spine. Beautiful hamstring stretch. Inhale, rise your heart. Exhale as you shift or sweep that leg back. Okay, from here, our Anahatasana, our heart melting pose. Knees stay underneath hips. Spread your arms nice and wide out in front of you. Forehead to the mat or your blanket. Pick up those elbows. Come onto the fingertips if you'd like. Stretch out those arms. Let's inhale to rise the head up, come onto your hands, and then exhale as we slither onto our bellies. Feels quite nice, doesn't it? Take the hands out to the sides into awkward or strange cobra. Wrists under shoulders, 90-degree angle, backs of the toes on the mat or the floor. Inhale, rise your heart. Exhale, lower. Doesn't even have to be a huge lift, okay? Depends on how your back feels. Inhale, rise your heart back up. Exhale, drop your right shoulder, look to the left. Inhale, rise your heart up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder, look to the right. Inhale, rise, hearts up. Smiling hearts. Exhale, lower your heart through center. Hands under shoulders, zipper those elbows into the sides of the body. Tuck your toes. Inhale, rise all the way up and back through to downward dog. From here, lift your left leg to the ceiling or sky. Okay? Hopefully my glasses will stay on my head. Look forward towards your hands. Take a big step forward. We've done this a few times now. Lower the back knee. Low lunge, other side. Rise arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms to the heart. Last half splits here. Fingertips to the earth. Extend the front leg, shifting back. Back toes can be tucked or untucked. Really kind of just as a matter of preference or how you feel. Okay, hips again square, front foot is flexed. Tickle the floor, tickle the ground. It likes that, right? Give it some love. Inhale, rise the heart up. Exhale, hinge forward. Long spine again, looking down to the ground. Oh yeah, nice stretch. Inhale, reach heart up once more, pause. And exhale, sweep that leg back, take a sec. All right, hands out in front of the shoulders, downward dog, lift up, exhale, shift back. Maybe a little Head shake, get all that crazy out of the head. All right, whatever was going on up in there, I would say up there, in there. Look forward to the front of the mat. And once again to that froggy jump position. So the heels come in towards one another, knees up to the sides, just playing. Maybe you're just almost like you want to spring forward, right? You don't have to, we're just playing though, right? If you want to, you can, or take a few steps. I'm gonna take a little leap forward. Feet parallel, inhale halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise, root to rise. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Feet are parallel. Inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Everybody's favorite, right? Keeping knees in line with each other. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Digging more into the heels than the front of the foot so that we're not really, shifting forward. We're really sitting back into that imaginary chair, right? Can you sit back so far that you come to your seats? You can bring your hands back behind you at that point. That's okay. Okay. Now in our sit bones. Okay. Perfect. So shifting forward to the front of our mats or towels, just whatever's there, into a few seated cat-cows. So the hands come onto the outsides of the knees. Feet are hip distance apart. Inhale, bring the shoulders back, heart through the shoulders. Exhale, shifting back, like into a seated cat-cow, right? Tuck the chin in. Inhale, bring the heart forward again. Exhale, come back. Tuck chin, lengthen arms. One more time, come forward. It's my favorite way to lie back on the back body. Seated cat-cows, tuck the chin, and now slowly, maybe massage the thighs as you bring the hands down your legs and you bring your your head and not your forehead down to the mat behind you. Your legs are extended. Arms come overhead. Give yourself a big stretch. Remember, like I said before, it's never too late for a morning stretch. So toes away from fingers, huge stretch. And then let it go. Hug your knees in towards your bodies. Give them a tight squeeze or rock side to side. One more little magical stretch before Shavasana. Let's take our arms out to the sides. Keep the knees in towards you, hands out for just a simple 2-knee twist, okay? Palms down. On the exhale, let's take our knees over to the right. And like in my previous video, what I say with our twists is maybe our hips go to the opposite direction as our knees. So the knees to the right, the hips to the left. Maybe our right hand comes under the knees. Maybe we look over to the left. Closing the eyes perhaps at this point. Settling our shoulders in. Let's bring our heads back through center, right hand to the floor or the ground, the earth feels nice. Bring the knees through center. Maybe shift our hips so they're square again, and then take the knees to the left. Maybe the hips go to the right, left hand on top of the legs. Perhaps our gaze looks over to the right shoulder. And once again, settling here. Perhaps eyes closed. One more breath in. As you exhale, use that exhalation to bring the head back through center, the legs once more back through center. Adjust yourself, square hips, knees come in, give them a hug, a rock side to side is always lovely. Massaging your back a bit. And then for the final piece here, extending out to our Shavasana. So joining me for a couple of minutes or even a moment in Shavasana. If you'd like to come in a little deeper into Shavasana, you're more than welcome to stay here, even pause the video or stop the video and find your own full Shavasana that might be a bit longer than what I'm about to do. Or join me here as we settle in, as we find once again that connection with our bodies to the earth beneath us. One of the first times I ever heard the word surrender was in Shavasana. So knowing that we are safe here to surrender completely to the earth, which literally has our backs here. Surrendering to any sounds we're hearing in the moment, any feelings that are coming up, any thoughts. We are being with and surrendering to the present moment in our Shavasana as we breathe breath by breath by breath. To bring awareness back to the space that is holding and surrounding your body. Wiggling fingers and toes maybe to bring feeling and, I should say, movement back. Maybe rotating your ankles around and your wrists, or rocking your head side to side gently. Very kind to ourselves by slowly transitioning back to the present in our practice, the next moment now. And then once again, hugging knees into your hearts, rocking side to side. Rolling to one side or the other in your fetal position. Carefully and yes, mindfully pressing into the ground to sit back up in that seat we started our practice in, perhaps keeping eyes closed or our gazes soft. And then rising palms to your heart's center. Taking a moment here to internally express gratitude. Right? It's very important to consider bits of gratitude in your life on a daily basis. So maybe this is the time for you today to express that. Whatever it is, bringing it into your hearts at this moment. Inhale. Exhale. Blink your beautiful eyes open. Thank you so very much for practicing with me. Namaste.